Hey everybody, it's me, Dixie Longett, rolling the stone away to come to wish you a very special Happy Easter. It's Easter, my favorite time of year, the time that baby Jesus rises from the dead and hides all the eggs. Thanks, Jesus. It's springtime. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, we have an extra hour of daylight, frogs. Everything good happens in the springtime. It's rebirth. It's that time that we have to look forward to things ahead of us. We get to put the cold, dark winter behind us. So it's time to look ahead and be like Jesus. Because remember, Jesus saves. He did save. He saved a little bit. He didn't save as much as he should have. He could have saved more, But nobody ever listens to the daddy when they're like, put that money away. You're going to be happy when you're older. He didn't. And if he did, he'd be a lot richer than he was now. Like, for example, I've broken this down in a little investment chart. Here we go. Okay, remember, he was a carpenter. He made all kinds of great things. Decorative shelves, wooden hutches, IKEA furniture, everything you can need in a hut at that time. Let's say he made 1 decade per week for the 17 years that he was working. Keeping in mind, he probably started working at 15 because they had more lax child labor laws than they did today. Actually, ours is starting to go back to what they were back in the Bible times. But that makes sense because who doesn't like what happened in the Bible? Both parts. So if he worked for 17 years, and let's say he made 40 ducats every single year that he worked, that's 1 ducat a week for the 40 weeks he would have worked out of the year, because I'm sure he took some time off. I mean, what with healing the sick, helping the lepers, being with all those prostitutes, and probably taking a week off to go to Acapulco from a timeshare somewhere, because who doesn't love Mexico, especially during the summer? Well, that's 40 ducats a year. 40 ducats a year times the 17 years he would have been working, that's 680 ducats. Wow. You think that doesn't sound like a lot, but hold on. We're getting to it. Let's say none of that money was invested until after he died because his mama was smart and said, I'm going to take what's left, I'm going to go ahead and put it in an interest-bearing savings account and see what happens. Let's go with a 3% annual return a year. Now, it doesn't sound like much, 3%, but at least it's keeping up with inflation. And some years do better, some years do worse, but all in all, 3% is pretty conservative. So if you consider 3% per year, the first year he would have made 20 ducats and 40 shillings. Doesn't sound like much, but that's the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Compound grows exponentially. So if he would have kept it untouched for the whole 1,992 years, look where he would be today. 25,9,366 octillion, 499 septillion, 233 sextillion. Shut up. 945, whatever that is, 712 trillion, 65 billion, 268 million, 154,368 ducats. 1 ducat in today's money is 26 American dollars. Do you know how much money that is? He would be the richest person on the planet. Elon Musk can suck it. He would have more money than anybody's ever imagined ever, just at that compounded rate of 3% interest for the whole 1,992 years. So if I can give you any word of advice for this Easter season, be like Jesus, because Jesus saves. And so should you. Open an interest-bearing savings account today.